All right, here we go. I finally get to try what I've been waiting for since I heard about it. The Oreo and Coke collab, Oreo and Coke. So again, we got the Coke flavored Oreos, the Oreo flavored Coke, and I will compare that with your regular Oreos, your regular Coke, and it's Oreos, so you gotta throw some milk into there too. So we're gonna see how they all taste right now. Okay, so just to kind of go over what each of these are, I'm gonna do like 3 or 4 little segments here. We've got Oreos, and it says here, Oreo Coca-Cola with popping candy. I love that. That was my favorite of the cherry Coke ones. So we're going to, I'm assuming this is supposed to taste like regular Coke. So when I try this, I'm going to be like, does this taste like it? And then I'll see if it actually tastes like this. Yeah, so just make sure I'm not misreading that. And then we've got the, it's only in 0 sugar, the Coca-Cola Oreo. And it's not, you know, it's regular Oreo flavored Coke 0. There's not like a regular Coke that's also Oreo. There's just the one this time. So I'm going to try this to see if this tastes like an Oreo. And then I will try with your baseline Oreo to see how that tastes. And then, because you're supposed to put an Oreo in milk, I will put a, you know, Oreo, Coke Oreo in regular milk, dunk it, see how that tastes. And then because this is Oreo flavored, I will mix the Oreo Coke with milk, see how that tastes, just for completion's sake. So let's get started right now. I guess I'll start with, I want to start with the Oreos. I gotta have to do Oreos because Oreos kind of leave a aftertaste in your mouth, right? Because it's kind of, you know, they're pretty strong cookies. But we'll just try this one here too. So we're gonna start this. I'm kind of most excited for this. So right away, let's open them up and see. Supposed to have a little, oh yeah, where's the little pull tab? It's kind of hard to find, but whoa! All right, I smelled the cola right away, and if you've had a lot of Japanese candies, I don't really have it here too much, but there is like a cola flavored candy that you do get quite often. Like there's even, I think, Thai chews nowadays. There's like a soda flavor, like a ramune, and then there is like your cola one. And this is what I kind of thought maybe that the Coke would. It is kind of, yeah, it's not like cherry, but I do smell like your fake cola flavor here. And so here's what they look like. Let me mess with my zoom, my focus while we're here. So that one side you're regular, and then the other side it's red, and you've got the Coke logo. So it does smell kind of, yeah, it smells like cola flavored candy, and there's little spots in there. I'm assuming that's the Pop Rocks. We're just gonna try it and see. Almost tastes kind of more like savory, like gingerbready than like sweet cola. Want to try the rest? All right, and not tasting any Pop Rocks here. What was the? There was one recently that had Pop Rocks in it, and that was like I took one bite and it was just going blah 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 blah, and you can hear it from the mic. So I don't know what's in the red. Well, this one says Coke instead of Coca-Cola. I don't know what the difference if there's like what the red cookie is, but it almost tasted like the lighter sort of gingerbready type cookie than like the chocolate one, even though there's both. And I almost smelled like cola, and it smelled like a sweet cola candy. But then when you taste it, I didn't really taste like the cola candy flavor that I was expecting. It tasted again with like a hint of that, but more like, yeah, I thought like the gingerbread type of cookies that are coming out around the fall times. You know, there's the pumpkin spice one, the cookie, that is what tasted like almost more than just a straight blast of cola. So this isn't a gross cola. And let me take another half a bite, because where's the Poppin' Rocks at? I'm gonna let them sit. Alright, I gave those Pop Rocks plenty of time to do their thing, and they're not really popping, so kind of disappointed in that. Whereas that's like the whole fun of, oh, there was one. I just like kind of felt it, I think. But not a whole heck of a lot compared to what we just had. Was it like the fireworks ones? I forget which one it was. But yeah, this is very kind of underwhelming in terms of the Pop Rocks flavor type. Not really like, oh, I've got cola going on here. Now let me take a sip of Coke, and this is your base regular Coke, not zero sugar or anything, because that's what the label looked like it said. Coke, yeah. Now, yeah, it's not like it's more similar than what I just tried, and still no Pop Rocks, and it still has that little bit of a savory with a hint of like fake cola, but it doesn't taste like Coke to me. So ooh, kind of a rough start there for these guys here. Now maybe, because this is what I kind of thought, they've already done it once, they've already done your cola, they can just do it again, and they got the branding. But this one didn't really taste too similar. Like, it smelled more like cola than it ended up tasting like it. So let me drink some water here. All right, now the Oreo Coke Zero. I'm gonna think, because it's only Coke Zero, there's no regular, that they're really kind of gonna take the artificial sweetener, crank it up a bit, and that's what you're gonna taste. It's supposed to taste like Oreo. I don't know if it's gonna taste like chocolate or not, but we'll see. They did like cherry chocolate Dr. Pepper. I don't know if they ever did a chocolate Coke before. Okay, very, very subtle. I think there's like a chocolate, but I'm really kind of like, I still smell Coke more than anything else. Very subtle taste, very weak, I guess. Like I'm reaching. All right, so I kind of taste some very slight semblance of kind of like a chocolate going on here, but it doesn't necessarily strike me as Oreo. And again, it's very, very, very subtle. Like, I wonder if they really dialed it back because people thought this would be so super gross that if they really went for it, it would just be like chocolate soda and people would freak out. Once more. Going back to what I usually kind of say, if you had told me just drink this, I would have probably guessed that it's some sort of cola. It doesn't really have a lot of that artificial sweetener either. So it's not like it's super, like you're like, oh, this is Diet Cola, I can taste that right away. But it's not like there's that really, like a chocolate soda too. I know there's like little mom and pop brands and stuff, and like probably Jones and weird stuff that you can get a chocolate soda. And this does not even taste like carbonated chocolate or anything like that. It's really kind of weird. These are both, dare I say, kind of missing the mark, or at least what I was expecting them to taste like. So, I mean, I was gonna try an Oreo, but you know what an Oreo tastes like, and that didn't even remotely taste like an Oreo for me to like compare the two. Like, maybe just, oh yeah, see, that's Oreo. Even the off-brand stuff like ice cream sandwiches and stuff like that, they have kind of like the Oreo chocolate taste. It's a little teeny tiny bite. Immediately, because that's an Oreo. Yeah, almost nothing, and not even like the aftertaste of the Oreo is helping push this into the you know, the realm of even being close to the flavor. So, all right, let's try some dunking some milk here. So we've got milk. Get a fresh new Oreo. Oh, and that one's got little bottles, so they each have a little design. It's not just one type. So we're gonna, so you can kind of see, nothing up my sleeve. Give it a minute. I don't know what the recommended dunk duration is, but just long enough so that it gets kind of saturated and kind of smushy. Again, I don't think this is gonna like turn the milk weird and gross, because maybe it will, I don't know. Okay, so the Coke Oreo in milk. I almost say that almost helped to bring out a little bit more of the artificial soda flavor, but then it went away right away. Still no Pop Rocks, what the heck. So not even like dunking it in milk, because I think last time putting it in milk kind of activated the rocks sometimes. It got, you know, kind of wet, and they were popping before you even took a bite. This, still nothing. And then so now we got a fresh. I'm gonna do it so I can't cheat, so we know what I'm doing. So here we go. Good amount. All right, so there's our Coke Oreo milk. Little swirl there. Weird how the bubbles just kind of stayed there. I thought it solidified for a second, but all right, here we go. Not bad, probably because the Coke didn't really have any flavor in the first place. Like, I'm not gross. It didn't instantly curdle. It's not weird. I was hoping maybe it tastes like a float or something. I'll drink the whole thing. It's not bad. So that was kind of like very mild float, like a Coke float. You can do that because it was carbonated and there was more of the just the regular Coke flavor than there was almost any Oreo. They didn't taste like a chocolate float or anything like that. So hey, I came out okay, and it actually wasn't that bad. Partially, unfortunately, because the flavor, I'm a little unimpressed, underwhelmed. So these, they kind of smelled like they were on the right track. But again, almost no Pop Rocks, popping candy, whatever you want to call it, reaction. Didn't really taste that, and there wasn't really a strong cola taste either which way, good or bad. And it didn't really taste like Coke, what little I did taste. And then this one over here barely tasted, you know, like chocolate. There's a super tiny hint that I had to like go into meditation mode to try to find, and then even then it was kind of you know, didn't really taste it. So the good news is these aren't gross, but the bad news is they're not good either. Just both kind of middle of the road, nothing. Again, I think they might have played it safe because this could have gone really bad, but now they're just kind of like, whatever. It wasn't even that fun to try, because if it was like, oh, wasabi Coke or something like that, you know, it'd be throwing up and it'd be having a good old time, but at least you can, you know, tell your grandkids about it. But these are just kind of like, probably will forget about these by the time pumpkin spice season rolls around, which has already happened, which I've already eaten, and I'll get that up soon too. So, kind of disappointed, sorry, but I guess joke's on me, because I bought these and tasted them, and now I gotta finish these. So, by the way, kind of disappointed with both of these. Try them if you want, just again say you could. If maybe I got a bad batch, maybe, you know, the Pop Rocks are expired or something, but I just, you know, didn't do it good for me, and I'm gonna go have a miserable rest of my day. But I hope yours goes better. See you later.